This mini documentary explores ideas drawn from spiritual research, channeling sessions, and personal accounts from various cultures. It offers a brief introduction for people who wish to understand the Overleaves, the personality framework each spirit adopts for a single lifetime. This video is the third in a 5-part series about your personality as a person. Today, we will explore one of the key ingredients of your personality toolkit, the center, the way you process your experiences. We already explored the basic theories on souls, soul maturity, the afterlife, and the 7 core soul roles in previous videos. If you have not seen these yet, I invite you to click on the link in the description box below or in this video. This material is not presented as absolute truth, but as an invitation to explore possibilities and reflect on yourself. Take what resonates, leave what does not, and feel free to do your own research. Let us begin. A brief recap. In our previous video, we explored the 3 pillars of your personality toolkit: the goal, the mode, and the attitude. The settings that shape how you move through life, how you relate, and how you interpret your experiences. Today, we turn to your center, the part of your personality that determines how you process everything that happens to you. The centers. A center is essentially how you interpret reality. It's the part of your personality toolkit that determines how you process the world, through feelings, through thoughts, or through action. There are 3 centers, and each one shapes the way you respond to life. The emotional center. If you are emotionally centered, you process life through feelings first. Your initial response to any situation is emotional, a resonance, a sense of empathy, or a sudden emotional charge. You connect to the world through relationships, atmosphere, and the subtle currents of how things feel. For you, the emotional tone of a moment often matters more than the facts or the actions. You sense the room before you think about it or move within it. The intellectual center. If you are intellectually centered, you process life through thought first. Your first response is to analyze, question, or categorize what's happening. You connect through ideas, clarity, and understanding. You want to know how things work, why they happen, and what they mean. For you, thinking is the gateway to everything else. You understand the world by making sense of it. The moving center. If you are moving centered, you process life through action or instinct first. Your initial response is to do something, to react, to move, or to feel a physical tension or impulse. You connect through movement, momentum, and the cues of your own body. For you, the world is something to engage with physically. You learn by doing, not by thinking or feeling first. So, to summarize this part, your center is the first filter through which life passes. It shapes your reactions, your habits, and the way you experience the world. 3 people can face the same situation, but if one is emotional-centered, one is intellectual-centered, and one is moving-centered, they will each interpret that moment in completely different ways. When the centers go out of balance, just like the other parts of your personality toolkit, your center can move in and out of balance. When it's balanced, you respond to life in a way that feels natural and steady. But when stress builds, or when you're overwhelmed, your center can become overused, underused, or borrow energy from another center. This isn't a flaw. It's simply how your system tries to cope. When you are overusing your center, when you rely too heavily on your primary center, everything gets filtered through that one channel. An emotionally centered person may feel too much, reacting to every shift in atmosphere. An intellectual-centered person may think too much, analyzing even simple moments. A moving-centered person may do too much, staying busy instead of pausing. It's like turning up the volume on one part of yourself until it drowns out the rest. When you are underusing your center, sometimes the opposite happens. Your center becomes tired or overwhelmed, and you stop using it altogether. The emotional person goes numb. The intellectual person stops thinking clearly. The moving person freezes or loses momentum. It's the system's way of saying, I need a moment. Borrowing another center. When your primary center can't handle the moment, you may borrow another one to compensate. An emotional person might suddenly switch into overthinking. An intellectual person might drop into impulsive action. A moving person might shift into emotional overwhelm. This borrowing isn't wrong. It's adaptive. But it can feel confusing because you're suddenly reacting in ways that don't feel like you. So, in essence, your center is your natural way of processing life, but it isn't rigid. It can stretch, strain, or shift depending on what you're going through. Understanding this helps you recognize when you're balanced, when you're overwhelmed, and when you're borrowing energy from another part of yourself. A closing word and resources. In the next video, we will explore the chief fears, the patterns that often trigger imbalance in your center and distort how you perceive your experiences. For now, thank you for watching this video on the centers, the part of your personality toolkit that shapes how you process the world around you. As you may have guessed, there is much more to this framework than we could cover in one video, and you will find other interpretations and theories online as well. Let this not be your only guideline. We invite you to explore some of the sources and inspiration in the description box below this video, or do your own research on the internet, or visit your local library. In short, this framework is not meant to define belief, but to open a door to reflection and exploration. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe so you will always know when the next video is available.